channel. And first part is tutorial will programming roughing operation on this part. And talking about this part, multi-axis control cylinder toolpath. First I select multi part. My stock set 300 diameter mil long cylinder, and my set XYZ, the center of the bottom 3D model. Okay, I'm going to specificity of jug is 10 of the visibility, and I create the level number 1 and name the roughing. I want to create XY tag. I'm going to inside the well. I don't the wheel down the taper side. Okay, let's go level 1 roughing. Will we go to 3D construction plane? I set the plane specific the height. First left click, window click, Z coordinate select the circle of the center. Select the circle of the center. Masteracm update the height of the construction plane cylinder of the bottom. Set the WCS. I'm going to 10 millimeter of default, 63 millimeter we set, exactly 10 millimeter below this here. Everything will select, go to 65 mm. Okay, and will be level active here. I'm going to wireframe curve from on edge. I'm going to create a curve on bottom of the circle, exactly the 2D model 3D to 2D contour curve on one edge. Okay, so now I'm going to surface. I'm going to flat boundary. Okay, select the contour, circle, wireframe circle, select, create the surface. So see, this arrow is bottom of the circle. Okay, so will be surface created. We have machine, stock setup, and what about the toolpath? Toolpath, go to the tool manager and available from here, machine group, and now we are create roughing operation. We will create the multi-axis pocketing. First operation is the surface, bottom of the surface, all roughing here without any rotation. Will be roughing the part, taper of the part, and normal of the tool here. Okay, so from multi-axis coloring, select pocketing, multi-axis pocketing, and select the roughing tool 20 mm short tool to clean the roughing. Already we have called the pre-selected stock. I'm going to the stock. I'm going to the job setup. Reset up here. Okay, now I'm on the collision control holder and shank holder check of the part, all tool and cut button. I'm going to select whole 3D model, triple click, and I'm going to select the surface, the center of create the surface. Okay, and my flow geometry going to the flat of the bottom of the surface. My flow is selected. Offset from flow all roughing operation on the surface of the plate, and my machine strategy control the tool axis tool will be the normal to the flow, and each step depth of the cut parallel of the surface, one pickups of the roughing, leave the stock 0.2 millimeter stock leaf, and go to tool lever 0.3 millimeter, and I'm going to change type to offset. I'm going to one way. Okay, and we have also other method, zigzag and spiral, and the direction of the cut I want to climb. If you need, change to conventional machine by the cost surface level. Okay, and one setup everything will possible. Please subscribe and like every videos will be notified. Click the bell icon. Thank you for watching, and move to next step. Level by level will be the multiple pocket on the roughing of the part. For you different of the pocket, tool will be the region, one pocket complete before the next. Tool be the level, the first level, next level, and so long. And our spiral levels, change the all settings here, and depth of step on my constant depth will be 25 millimeters. Maximum step over 12 millimeter. Maximum distance between this part. Okay, and to rough the part close of the shape, other mode the 25 millimeter step. Here I'm going to intermediate cut, or some cut between the step here, press and the plus here, the step, and activate intermediate slide. I machine the intermediate slice. After machining the last step of the part, pick step the below, and then after last step will be go rough the part using those intermediate slices. And what my constant depth will be 46.25 millimeters. So roughing will be nothing to control your tool axis. Tool axis is below of the floor. Tool axis all control the below of the surface, flat surface control. My flow, the part flow is set the cut button based on the flow, offset from the flow. All my cuts will be the 2D motion, 2 5-axis motion cut overall part. Collision control. I'm going to check collision against missing at the geometries. All the faces is selected, already in progress stroke, And Masteracm will keep the clearance of the holders, shank and holders away from the 3D model materials. Linking and going to lead in, lead out linking is default. Keep distance is 10, 10, 10, 20. Roughing, I'm going to Mastercam allow the slide of the sub. Roughing from the outside, I'm okay. Will be tool outside of the stock. I'm going to the change entry 2000. I'm approach move. I set up automatic. This is already done. Press OK. I am forced the see the toolpath. Okay. This is our toolpath. Okay. You can see which level is parallel of the floor of the surface. Okay. All the cuts are X, Y, Z motion is no rotation, only 3-axis movement. No more the A and B axis movement dependent on the machine. 3-axis movement to the roughing operation. I'm see here the my all cuts parallel to the floor, and all is cut X, Y, Z movement. Okay. See the backplot simulation. The roughing operation will be based on the 3D model. See the perfect roughing of the toolpath. First rough. This example we are going to another pocketing operation will be rough of the pocket, this pocket, conical shape pocket, and then select pocketing from the multi-axis roughing pocketing. I'm going to use 20 amounts of top edge that the stock will be set before the operation stock cut pattern page. Stock leave on the 0.2 millimeter floor of the surface stock leave, and finish we have to roughing of the machine. Double click the surface, pocketing surface, and clicks end selection, and we can do the floor surface. Highlight the bottom of the pocket, click OK, and now click strategy from the flow and say the flow. Okay, I'm going to select outside of the diameter, assume OK, and the surface of all surface of the part. Just Masteracm click and selection of the part. Then the movement we have the strategy of the motion between the shell within the floor. This case, our tool axis control will be between the ceiling surface of the geometry and the depth of a cut. So basically on the tool axis will be the norm ceiling of the surface, and last step, last layer of the cut, our tool axis will be normal to the flow geometry. Okay, so I will constant depth is 10 millimeters, and the leave machining step forward will be 12 millimeter between each pass. Okay, I'm going to the rest of any containment, no need the containment. Then tool axis control, nothing. You can see the pocket of the surface, the shelling surface and the flow surface. Collision control in this area, and the default settings, the leading lead out, and roughing page going to the remove take from a lot of outside of the stock. We will allow to the outside of the stock clearance setup, and spindle speed will be set at. Let's generate, click OK, see the backplot result. Waiting for the result, multi-threading will be generated. And this is our toolpath. Let's go the backplot. Then plane section of the plane turn on. See the toolpath. The first cat sea level. Then to the second part, shape of the ceiling. The last one is the shape on the floor. Will be the toolpath generate the below of the surface, flow surface of the last pass is generate the toolpath motions. So you can see the first depth of cut, you see the first level, and you can clearly see the toolpath views in the section view. After move, the last step will be visible on the backplot. The shape of the floor, tool axis will be the bottom of the part, the normal of the pro. Also the closer of the pocket. You can intermediate slice of the, you can machining your walls, smaller step downs. This is go to the, will be the section view. We can see this will be the finishing operation, will be finishing tool. Okay, with our next toolpath, you can see the pre-finishing of the taper wall. The taper conical shape wall will be the pre-finishing of the toolpath. You can go the toolpath multi-axis pocket. Then select the tool and stock. Click the stock page. This time I am going to the area of the cut by using the stock. Press the selection button. I am selecting the conical shape of the surface. I am going to the machine in selection. Then stock adjustment. Click the expand of the stock. I am going to the half millimeter of the extent of the stock, and roughing operation will be set. Describe and part definition. I am going to the whole 3D model except the pocket. I release the pocket surface. Then all 3D model will be selected. Unselect the pocket of the surface. Then I am going to all surface will be selected done. And I don't want to the idea of the surface. The idea of the conical surface I can select that. Then will be selected, and the selection will be geometry is all selected, machine face selected all the surfaces, and selection click. Then floor geometry is the conical of the 3D model. Then select. I want to leave the 0.2 stock machining geometry and selected the strategy of the roughing. I want to the cut to be offset from the floor. I will machining every toolpath will be one cut operation of the toolpath. Remember will be 0.5 millimeter and leave 0.2 stock machining geometry, leave stock and click OK. Then everything in one cut and 0.3 millimeter, 0.5 you can do the 0.5 or 0.3, you can get the one cut. Less than 0.3 or generate all cut. Then my step forward is 5 mm between the every passes. Relax tolerance is cut tolerance will be set. Will be set 0.2 leave stock, so the cut tolerance is settled. Then will be go to the switch of the strategy and strategy of the floor offset. I'm going to the zigzag. Cutting method will be the zigzag method. I'm going to the 1000 feet rate of the collision of the cut. Then I'm climb milling. I'm going to the select level because of the tool axis control to not off. Tool axis control will be already strategy of the each position of the 3D model between the floor. And collision control will be selected, and lead in lead out are the default lead in lead out. I'm going to the some use lead in lead out, change to the recta to the rapid distance will be higher of the part will be retracted. Change the rapid distance also changes, and roughing pages, approach mills and multiple settings. Let's go to the other setting page. I'm shown to the plane section, top. Generate, click OK, generate, see the result. Will be the pre-machining of the roughing toolpath will be generate. Okay, so let's go about the quickly our pocketing parameter settings. I'm going to change slice of the toolpath. First I want to see the look on the helix moment, helical entry of the taper wall. The parameter will be roughing page. Yes, I am going to approach. The ramp type is angle 19 degree and will be regenerate of the toolpath. See the result. The helix entry will be the change the 90 degree angle of the helical entry is relief. The 90 degree entry motion will be the conical surface. Approach the 90 degree straight line from the conical shape. More about the operation. I select the one face, expand it, the stock on the face, half 1 millimeters. So I say remember, my stock will be the conical shape of the part. Only the Masteracm will be generate the toolpath. What you want machining, what you want, no need the machining, everything will be set. You talking about the collision check strategy and different method of the strategy. 0.5 millimeter we set the conical shape and depth of cut will be 0.5 and 0.2 leave the stock. Then this is the every entry motion and every cut pattern will be set, and all machining will be set because I want to know the face. And to be honest, all 3D model, triple click, then click OK. See the regenerate of the toolpath. See the result is better than before generate. Now the result is very better on the shape of the part. Every process will be the conical of the surface, and collision strategy will be set. 0.5 will be the generate is limit, and the wall surface will be collided is relieve the 0.5 mm. And this toolpath we are open it. Okay. And cut parameter we have 0.3. 0.3 plus 0.2 is 0.5. The result will be 1 cut. And this one 2 cut. And again the stock expanded. One face, everything exact the same, or the constant depth of cut at 0.2. 0.2 plus 0.2 x are the 0.4 and other parts. That's why result we have better than toolpath motion. Okay. See the toolpath, every toolpath entry motion is 90 degree on the conical surface. So I'm going to create the stock model. You can see the stock model will be generate the toolpath already. So we can see the stock model. Select the solid of the surface, whole 3D model, triple click, and the face will be selected. Those face around the all taper face, and I want to add additional stock of, let's say 1 millimeter. Okay, and anything here that's set ready. The face of the fillet is selected, expand out 1 millimeter, click OK. Generate see the result, the stock model will be generated. You can see the stock model is gray color, and will be see the 3D model stock will be generated. Talking about the stock model. Okay, this is my stock model will be result shown here. So let's go to the toolpath, set another roughing operation. This only the stock model surface will be generated. Create the roughing operation. Okay, go to for the pocket, then go to the 20 of the end mill and stock. I'm going to use geometry. I'm going to the stock model is already set. The stock model will be select. Then already the select the stock model, click OK, and other one expanded and cut button, and let's select the pot, and machining geometry is triple click of the all the surface around, and my floor geometry is I want to use this conical surface, and this time we leave 0.2, now leave 0.1 and roughing again. This time I want strategy offset from the ceiling and shape of the tool axis and to the normal of the norm to the surface, and see the 2D flat of the surface. You can do the any rotation of the part geometry. You can select the flat surface, then end selection. Let's again select the surface, end selection, and the strategy I want offset from the ceiling, and I want to the dynamic distance. I am going to use one way because of the contouring picture of around, for example, and also the all surface will be generated. So the claim surface, then one picture. So the constant depth of cut will be set 5 and going to the every toolpath, depth of cut will be set, and we have one pass on the each step, and every toolpath will be set bigger than 1 is the stock will be set. I want to the one pass is each step, and because is the strategy of the ceiling will be set. The tool axis control nothing, then collision control, and switch off all the collision control, linking page, and rapid distance will be set to the avoid collision, and roughing page activate at the click. Okay, nice lead out each process, and let's going to the visible the toolpath. Okay, and basically represent of the extent of the every process. Okay, the nice face for the finishing operation. Okay, let's quickly run the part tool axis and ceiling of the surface will be the roughing operation. Tool axis rotation only the XYZ moment, and next operation prepare the pocket of the this section. about the finishing operation. And first we can do the roughing, then stock model will be generated. Going to the stock setup and going to the previous operation selected, then the stock will be generated. Okay, see the my stock already will be generated. Control the tool axis control will be created every surface of the part. Okay, then will be the stock model is before doing the roughing of the XY Z movement of the 3-axis motion will be generated. Already the stock model will be shown. Okay, depending on the pocket will be the roughing operation. Let's go the roughing of the pocket. Okay, I'm going to the wireframe, click the circle. I'm going to the draw the circle. Draw the circle. Maybe some like that. Okay, and Masteracm will be generate the double click of the circle. Any analyze entity tool pressed on the center of the circle can select the track down on the 3D model. Then I want to the circle to be only from, let's say, this point to this point only. I want to the arc the wireframe will be generated. Then the shape mind the surface and press exit the arc edit mode, and also need the line and switch the V plane on the construction plane front. I'm going to the endpoint line and create the line little bit longer. So the toolpath is rapid movement will be the red track can represent on that part. So now I'm going on the clear of the surface and wireframe on arc endpoint will be generated line on the front view. Okay, and see the geometry will be generate the wireframe surface and tool axis surface. And now I'm going to the surface tab. I'm going to the option swap option, wireframe mode single line, then select exactly the shape over the line. So based on the surface will be created, and the surface is generate, then flip the surface. Okay, now will be generated the surface. Now I am the transform to the right correct position and transform. Go to the dynamic transform, then click the surface will be dragged to the 3D model. Can see the track, and let's set the point and track to the surface, and the created the surface will be tracked about the center of the part. Will be angle will be set, then the pocket based on the pocket angle will be tracked down the approachment rotate of the surface, and the surface will be rotate, then the Z is based on the pocket flow surface near put on the surface. Drag down will be fine. See the result. Okay. Then will be the flow surface near is settled. Let's click, then create quickly the roughing of the toolpath. Okay, the every entity will be cut and deleted. Let's go the pocket, multi-axis pocketing. I'm going to the 10 mm Parnassen wheel. Then stock model will be generated. Already set the stock model is second stock model will be checked. Then cut pattern will be go. Then the missing geometry will be select the missing geometry. Click on the part, triple click on the part, all solid model will be selected. Then will be the floor of the surface will be I want create the new surface will be selected. Click OK. I'm going to the missing surface and leaf stock will be set, and the missing roughing and strategy will be the offset from the flow. So the tool axis control is safe on the flow surface, and going to leave offset button, and going to the one way, and going to the climb direction. I'm machining of the surface is climb direction, and constant step will be set at. Then click OK. There I don't want the intermediate slices, and containment option. I can show the result. The Masteracm will be the raw of the top of the part, and selected the collision control page. We set the collision avoidance cutter and holder will be set. The set the value will be set already the previous toolpath. So the each option is what you can edit on out. And linking page, rapid distance will be the set the 20 millimeters. Let's go the roughing page. Then I'm going to the key approach move as line 90 degree to the allow outside of the part, and click OK. Let's see the result of the operation. Offset from the surface of the floor from here. Okay, properly will be generate the toolpath. You can see the little bit the plunge inside here, because the Masteracm can material everywhere. The 3D model, whole 3D model will be selected. So will the stock previous stock model the generate the toolpath will be based on the previous stock model. So you can set the containment of the boundary will be toolpath inside the pocket. Then create the wireframe tab, cover on one edge, then create the roughly mark the pocket of the containment. Click OK. The containment every edges will be selected. Can select the all surface on the edge, curve on one edge will be selected. Everything together, the pocket near all the wireframe will be set, and you can see the result. The containment no set, the toolpath will be generated based on the previous of the stock model. So must set the containment of the boundary. Then will be modify the external line 5mm. Click the 5mm. Move here the line extend should be enough. So now I'm going to this line other side is no need to tell it, because the containment boundary will be closed on the chain. Okay, preform will be generated. The point will be all the contour selected, containment of the contour selected. So there must be closed. All wireframe must be closed. This is our looks on the 3D model. You can see the 3D model will be. We are create the containment of the wireframe will be created. Let's go the toolpath, parameters, then click the parameters, click the cut pattern page, then click the containment of the wireframe. We are already create the previously wireframe. You can change will be select. Must be close the chain. Now close the chain is the green color of the chain. Now let's generate again see the result. You can see the result will be the pocket inside only create the toolpath. So the prefinishing of the operation will be generate. Let's see the toolpath result. Okay, can see the surface. So see on the entry the normal of the flow of the surface. So will be already select the surface is based on the blue color of the surface. So the tool axis control based on the blue color of the surface. So the toolpath entry motion and exit motion is based on the blue color of the surface. So norm of the surface will be generated on the toolpath based on the tool axis control will be based on the surface. Okay. The measuring geometry is below into the containment of the surface. Flat surface. This is example for the cylinder solid create of the body inside of the part. And I'm going to all the parameter will be copy, and only one thing, just change the one thing and go to the cut parameter. So and now I'm going to only one things 20 mm n mil, then to the stock model. Stock setup is nothing, and go to the settings of the first operation. I'm going to change the flow, reselect the flow. Previously the blue color surface will be generated. Select the surface. Now the tool axis control surface is center of the cylinder will be select, then let's go the result. Nothing to change, only the change of the center of the surface will be the toolpath is generated. Verify the simulation, see the result, and based on the 3D model inside the cylinder, based on the 3D model and tool axis control, you can see the simulation. Example simulation will be the rotary of the moment, but most of the people the cut motion is rotary type. So the drive system is easily to the spoil in the rotary axis accuracy. So the motion is dynamic motion, less cut material move. is better than the machine accuracy. More material you can take heavy load of the rotary table. You can see the dynamic motion is less material, the chip thinning is very less. So better than the perfect measuring method. Thank you for watching my channel. Based on the part will be program 10 on the roughing about the multi-axis roughing toolpath, pocket roughing on the toolpath. So you can subscribe my channel, more video will be updated yearly. So click the subscribe button, then click the bell icon, will be yearly upload the video will be based on the notification. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you very much.